Hey Libras, welcome to your October 2025 general tarot reading with me, Coco. Thank you for joining me over here at Birdsong Musings Tarot. And a very happy birthday to you, a very happy Libra season. I know I probably missed some of your birthdays in that late September period, so happy belated. I hope that you're having a lovely birthday season. I hope that you are celebrating as you so like to celebrate. And if you are new here, welcome. I hope that you stick around and consider subscribing to the channel and staying updated for future readings. I do put out monthly general readings. And if you're not new here, welcome back. You know what it is. You know I already pulled most of your cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull some general energies as well from two different decks. We're also going to pull some advice together at the end of the reading. Advice is probably the most important part, at least to me, when I watch readings and when I give myself readings. You know, what's a good reading without some good advice? Before I get into the reading, though, I just want to acknowledge this feeling that I'm having coming through with your reading very strongly, which is a feeling of being very tired. And I don't necessarily mean just physically. There's this sense of exhaustion, true exhaustion, when it comes to a certain situation. It may be a legal situation. You may be wrapped up in a lawsuit or something that feels very heavy, and like there is a figure, a looming figure, whether it be a boss or a professor or a judge. It just feels like there is something difficult that you're dealing with that has been sucking your energy, and I just want to acknowledge that before moving through the reading. So let's go ahead and get some general energies for you. What's going on for these Libras? General energies for their October of 2025, please. Thank you. I wonder if you're healing from the situation that has happened. I do feel like you have had to defend yourself quite a bit, or you will be feeling like you need to defend yourself against people a bit in October. You've got number 14. Truth be told, there's an owl there holding a window open to their soul, basically. So there's a truth coming out. Actually, let's not get one more from this deck. We're going to get a card from this Enchanted Map Oracle. One more general energy, please, for these Libras. Thank you. Cool. Okay, yeah. There's definitely somebody here, not wreaking havoc, but there's some kind of fate, destiny intertwined with somebody. You've got number 44, which is the Strength card. The number 4 is coming out now 3 times in your general energies. The number 4 is about stability and a foundation, a strong foundation, not only outside of yourself, but also within yourself. My guides are tapping me on the astrological houses. So they're telling me the number 4 as the 4th house. So I don't know, maybe you're having a transit in your 4th house, or you have certain planets in your 4th house. The 4th house is your house of home. It's your house of your lineage, your matrilineage, your patrilineage, your hometown where you grew up. Okay, and then the other card is number 52. Yeah, your readings kind of got me feeling a little weird mentally. I pulled a few cards before and I was like, whoa, just hit with this really strong feeling of brain fog. So you may be struggling with brain fog actually in October, but you've got Magical Map Shifter. This is a person who comes into our life to show us who we do want to be and who we don't want to be. And what I mean by that is the Magical Map Shifter is somebody or a group of people in our lives who are either a really horrible boss, like somebody who is just giving us so much grief because they're course correcting us, really. They're also teaching us lessons that we need to learn in order to have the courage to be able to make our own choices and follow our own paths. But a magical map shifter is also somebody potentially good. It's a helpful friend. It's a lover. It's a parent. You know, this can be somebody who is actually supporting you. I do feel like it may be somebody who is supporting you because you've got this Strength card. So they're kind of helping you stay afloat in whatever this situation is. Again, a legal situation, a marriage or divorce, just something that's been trying and a little bit difficult. Now, this truth be told card as well, there's an air of authenticity about it. So in the month of October, you are letting people know what's good. You are being honest. It could be that you are telling somebody a certain truth. You're making something known to people. You are sharing news with people, maybe very lovely news actually that you're sharing with people. But there's a mask that this owl is standing on top of. So there's masks that are dropping. And that's very eclipse season coded. And we just finished up eclipse season. But again, like the energy from eclipse season does trickle over, really. So there may be a mask that is falling from you. You are kind of saying, I'm not going to keep living the way I'm living or faking or role playing at work. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm going to be myself. Or this is a mask falling from somebody around you. However, the Strength card is here, so you are tapping into your reserves. You are making it through. It's not going to be an easy month. I feel like in terms of emotions, I feel like there's a lot of strong themes at play for you in this month, and that's why it might feel a little bit like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And you're also watching the world around you, and right now in the world things are just crazy. The news are crazy, especially in the United States. So it feels like you are kind of watching the news, watching what's happening around you, and it's really weighing on you. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that. How you're showing up in the month is the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. There's an opportunity that you are pursuing in October, or that you are being presented with and that you are potentially taking. A new job, a new home opportunity. You might be signing a new lease. This is something long-term and sustainable. So this is a marriage or a proposal. And it's got a lot of conversation around it, communication around it. So if you are like getting proposed to, there's been a lot of conversation already about how you would want to be proposed to, if you would want to pursue marriage with this person. And likewise with the job, you know, if this is a new job being offered to you, it's like you're in the interview phase, or you're chatting with these people over email and you're saying, okay, let's organize the interview. And the interview happens and then you're kind of following up with them. So there's a lot of chitter chatter and there's a good amount of speed attached to this new opportunity. You are being handed something, or conversely, you are handing somebody else an opportunity. You're kind of reaching out and saying, you know what, why don't we collaborate on this? Why don't we try something new? I want a long-term, lovely future with you or with your body. Maybe this is your health. Maybe you're talking to a new doctor and you're creating a care plan. You know, so I just like to see this. I feel like this is a really constructive energy, and I like to see that you are like accepting an opportunity, or you're just working with people or somebody on something that's going to be really long lasting and something that's going to bring you potentially a good amount of money and some good health too. The challenge that you face here in this situation is the Nine of Wands. And when I pulled this card, I got the phrase, feeling like you're not good enough. So if you have a job come through and you're given a job offer and they say, hey, we want to give you X amount of money, and you're a little nervous because the amount of money they're giving you or offering you is $10,000 less than you wanted, I feel like you may potentially just accept it anyway because you don't really want to counter. For some reason, you don't feel confident enough, or you don't feel like you're good enough. You don't feel like you're worthy enough for the amount of money that you actually want. And I would say always counter, because if a job wants you enough, they will give you at least $5,000 more in a salary. I mean, to a lot of these big places that hire a lot of people, that's really kind of a drop in the bucket for them. And there's also this feeling of guardedness, of feeling like you have a guarded heart, like you have been wounded in the past, and you're almost like, this is too good to be true. I don't believe this opportunity I'm getting. For some reason, there's a hesitancy or a feeling of, I don't really actually know if I want to follow through with this. However, the opportunity here, lots of wands. So this is something that is going to be very joyful for you, something that's going to happen also very quickly, okay? So be aware of that in the month of October. These proceedings, this new opportunity, whatever's going on here, it's going to happen quite quickly. You've got the opportunity of the Page of Wands, which is a new adventure. The Page of Wands is somebody who is just beginning on a creative endeavor. They're just beginning to move to a new place. They're on a new adventure. And the wands do tend to signify movement of some kind. So you may actually be looking to move to a new place and you're feeling a little bit nervous. You're kind of like wishy-washy on it. You're like, am I really going to do this? Am I going to pull the trigger? But the opportunity, I think, is lovely. The Page of Wands is a positive omen. You'll actually see that this person has the pyramids behind them. So it's this very adventurous, philosophical, worldly energy. And I want to clarify a bit more on this Page of Wands. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Oh, and Three of Pentacles. Okay, cool. So you're going to have some good opportunities through whatever is happening and unfolding across the month. You're getting some opportunities to collaborate with people. You're going to meet new people. These are people who you may keep in your life for quite a long time. This is also new coworkers you may be working with. Or you're putting your heads and your hands together with a couple of people to make a certain dream or goal come true. And the Four of Pentacles is you kind of sitting back and being very happy with what you have. So that's the opportunity here. Your guides are saying that you have the opportunity to start something new, to try something new that is going to actually help you feel very grounded. It's going to potentially bring you money. The Four of Pentacles is a strong feeling that is attached to the fours of that stable foundation that I was talking about at the beginning of your reading. There's the opportunity for a feeling of accomplishment and feeling good. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that now. Now, the situation unfolding across the month, you've got a few cards. The first card you've got is your card, the King of Swords. So your mind and your intellect are very much on display in the month. You're very much feeling like your most mature self. At work, you've got things really under control. At the same time, I do feel like you're living very much in your head this month. So do be aware of that. Do try to find some grounding techniques that you can do. Meditation, if you do that. Going out and just touching some grass. Going out and swimming. Doing something that might bring you back into your body and back into your emotions might be helpful. I do feel like your emotional world, though, is a bit tumultuous lately. So it may be that you're living in your head because you're just like, I can't deal with the emotions. And that's valid too. Just don't do that for too long. You've got the Temperance card and the Judgment card. So these are two major arcana. Usually when I see a major arcana, these are like strong undercurrents. These are major themes that are unfolding across the month. So Temperance is lovely. This is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the zodiac sign of travel. So again, that aspect of travel coming up of curiosity. Sagittarians really are curious people who love to learn more. So you could be going to school, pursuing a new field of study, a new career. But the Temperance card also signals to healing. There is a situation that you are healing, that you are currently trying to, I feel like you're trying to moderate your emotions about it. Definitely trying to figure out how you feel about it. I feel like you're kind of dipping your toes in and out of your emotions across the month because you're just like, I want to feel how I feel because it's healthy, but at the same time, I don't want to feel too much of it because I'm almost afraid of where it'll take me. There is the Two of Swords to clarify this with the Seven of Wands, and you've got a lot of the same cards that came out for you. You also have the Two of Swords here, the Judgment card again. Let me just dial in right here. What you are trying to heal from is a situation where you have been almost blindsided by something. And there's this, I don't want to say willful ignorance about something, about being attacked or about being targeted. it may be willful ignorance, but it also just feels like you can't even think about it, or you don't want to think about it, or you don't know how to even process what happened. It feels like a blackout is what I'm being given, like a blackout, like you don't remember something. It was kind of like you against these people, or you against somebody. Somebody targeted you, or there was just this feeling of I have to fight for my life, or I have to fight for my beliefs. The Seven of Wands, as you can see, is this person having to kind of like hold their own against a mob of people with these like sticks of fire. Oh my god, what the hell are these things called? Like, why am I acting like I've never read books based in medieval times? But anyway, that's the vibes here. And so you're kind of recovering from this. I feel like you also don't know how to feel about it again. Now, the Judgment card. This is also a time of massive transformation for you. I feel like this time of your life is very important. There is a legal situation unfolding, maybe because of what happened. Maybe you were attacked, or something happened to you, or there are people who are out to slander you, or maybe something happened and I'm not entirely sure. But you've got the Justice card to clarify and the Four of Cups. It does feel like you feel very upset and very let down with a decision that has been made by somebody in power. Maybe like your professor thought that you cheated and you didn't, but they, like, instead of granting the people who actually cheated, instead of granting them like detention and like letting you off, you got put in detention with them. And so you're kind of being like grouped up into something, or I'm not sure how to explain it. I just feel like you have been wrongfully accused, or a decision that was not fair, or a decision that is still ongoing is stressing you out or has let you down. Okay? And it's a massive learning for you. The Judgment card is rebirth. It's, wow, I'm seeing how things are unfolding. I do not want this in my life. What do I want to burn to the ground, and what do I want to bring with me? And it feels like most of it is burning to the ground for you. You were like, fuck this. I'm going to scorch the earth here. There's some kind of massive judgment coming in, and it feels like there is a person with like a sword or the power to make this kind of big decision on over you, and you don't know what's going to happen. You have no idea what's going to happen with this, or you don't even know how to move forward with it. Because again, you've got the Two of Swords here at the end of your reading, and it was clarified by the Judgment card. I do wish sometimes that I pulled these cards live just so that you could see, like, wow, yeah, all these cards just, usually they're very repetitive and they talk to each other. But I don't do that because it would be very boring for you. I used to do that, but, you know. Okay, I digress. Let's move on. So, your guides in the face of all of this, they want you to be strong as fuck. That's why they're giving you the Strength card here. There is a situation that is showing you your true path, trying to put you on your true path. This is testing you. This is a person or people or a situation who are showing you who you do not want to be. Your guides, they want you to be Queen of Pentacles. Be soft with yourself, be forgiving, and stay grounded throughout all of this. Do not let this take you up in your head. Do not let this stress you out or hurt you, hurt your soul, hurt your body. Don't let it keep you up at night. Please, please, please do not. If it is, find ways to cope. Talk to people, talk to somebody, a therapist. Like, there are going to be times where this is stressful for you across the month, but I really feel like you are going to triumph over this, Libra. I really do. Because your guides want you to also be the Emperor. The Emperor is no bullshit. This is determination, pure stubbornness. This is somebody who, it's like their way or the highway, and your guides really want you to tap into this energy. Be strong as fuck. Do not let anybody walk all over you, Libras. Do not let anybody walk all over you this month. You hear me? Okay? Because they want you to be headstrong. The Queen of Pentacles is also an earth sign. I mean, the Emperor resembles Aries, and Aries is the ram. And the rams, what do? They ram each other in the head. So your guides are like, you're ready for the fight. Be ready for the fight, because you're going to win it. The Queen of Pentacles here also has a ram in the background. I don't know if you can tell, I'm pointing at it. So that's really interesting. But the Queen of Pentacles is also that gentleness that you give yourself at home. It's that feeling of, you know what, I belong in this place where I feel grounded and I feel peaceful, and I give myself permission to love on myself, okay? But I'm also not going to let anybody walk all over me. I'm going to tell them how it is, okay? Okay. So, the end of the month. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You are yearning for the end of this situation. You are tired. You are 3 of Wands, looking out to the horizon saying, when will this be over? When will I be able to sit back and relax? And here you are, clarified by the Temperance card and the King of Pentacles. Literally just what I was saying before. Temperance coming up again. This is you moderating your feelings, trying to heal throughout this situation that I feel like is surfacing a lot of wounds for you, like emotional wounds, and may even be physical wounds that you're healing from. And the King of Pentacles, I was just talking about the Queen, same kind of energy. This is you also leaning on somebody in your life who is a very stable figure for you, somebody who may be a financial benefactor for you, maybe a father or a mother. It may be just somebody who you can really, really rely on. I feel like that person will be very valuable for you to talk this throughout the month. But especially like a male figure, I feel like if somebody who has done a lot of work in their life, who has been very successful, I feel like there's somebody here helping you out. So yeah, okay. I can't say that the end of the month brings the end of this situation, and I really wish I could. However, I feel like you are doing really well in dealing with it, and I give you kudos there, Libra, because oh, I've been in a similar situation and I've just crashed the fuck out. And you know, I had a magical map shifter situation back in 2023, and all I'm gonna say is you're dealing with it much better than I did. So let's go ahead and get some advice, and we're gonna see what you're guided to embrace more of in your life right now with this Green Witch Oracle deck. What are these Libras guided to embrace more of right now in their lives in October? Whoa. Okay. Pull one more. Okay. Well, okay, we'll take that card underneath too. Why not? We'll take all 3. Wow, there's that fog that I was telling you about before. That fog card underneath. And I just want to show you this 2 of Swords card because I feel like it embodies what I was talking about before. Just this feeling of a total blackout. Like not even being able to see anything, just this blindfold over you. The first card you've got is Chamomile. You're guided to embrace more gentleness, relaxation, and sleep in your life. Yes, get good sleep. Like I was saying, do not let any situation disturb your sleep. Take that melatonin, that L-theanine if you need. Gentleness when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your body and your mind, and relaxation. Do try to find spots across the month where you can truly relax, and relax before you are tired. Okay, that's the trick of relaxation. You need to do it before you're burnt out. You've also got Mint, asking you to embrace abundance, persistence, and proliferation. So this is a persistent energy. Mint is a very persistent plant. Once you kind of plant a little bit of mint, it'll just shoot up out of the ground. And I don't know if you've ever seen a big mint bush, but it just like overtakes everything in its path. So try to make way for more abundance, any more opportunities that come towards you. Don't shake them off because you might feel like you're not good enough. If you feel guarded, like you've been doubted or told that you're not good enough in the past, there's no need to hold on to that right now because this is abundance coming into your life. And there's also persistence. Yeah, stay persistent. Queen of Pentacles, stay stubborn. Keep with it. Like, keep saying what you've been saying. Persist and just keep the path of what you've been doing. And last but not least, you've got cup of tea, which is also chamomile tea. So you have chamomile coming up twice for you. You may actually want to drink chamomile tea, maybe mint tea as well in the month. This is patience and reassessment. So you're guided to embrace patience and reassessment throughout all of this. I do feel like patience is needed, of course, but also reflection. So it's important to reflect on how you feel, but also what are you going to do if there is a certain outcome that you are not hoping for. So how can you reflect and make a plan eventually? I don't feel like this is a time to plan right now, but how can you plan for your future by right now getting your mind right and taking care of yourself? Okay, last but not least, we're gonna get one more advice card from the Wisdom of Tao Oracle. Now they're giving me the image, my guides are giving me the image of a rose blooming, but it's blooming very slowly. So I guess that's the patience piece that they are talking about, how a rose will bloom, but in its own time. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Okay, let's see. Advice, please. One more piece of advice for these Libras. Thank you. Okay, you've got the card that says to be careful. Be careful. Tread lightly. Beware of unnaturally kind gestures, sweet intents, and flattering words. Your scenario may not be as transparent as you think. Avoid unpleasant energies and people, especially those who are seemingly threatened or bothered by you. There's definitely something that you need to see between the lines about. So I'm not saying be paranoid, but if there's a hunch that you have, if you feel like, why is this person being nice to me all of a sudden? Okay, that's a little red flag, so just be aware, okay? Libras, this has turned out to be such a long reading. I really hope that you found some support and good advice and clarity from this reading, and I hope that you can return to this reading throughout the month if you feel any confusion or if you need any zhuzh, any encouragement, okay? I will see you next time for the November 2025 general reading. I can't believe it. Enjoy, take very good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.